Greetings to all of humanity. It's really a joy, it's a pleasure, it's an honor, as usual, being out here in nature, all in the morning, where I can see the rising of the sun. I'm so happy to be bringing this message of self-realization to you, where I'm pointing you to look inwardly to discover your identity to be your divinity. And I believe that this was the entire motive of Abdullah and how he taught Neville Goddard that nothing is for free. And I'm going to show you how Abdullah taught Neville Goddard that nothing in this world is for free in order to help him to get rid of any success blocker that was blocking him from coming in to his birthright of wealth and prosperity. And I'm going to do the same. That's the reason why I want to say to you, if you've been listening to me and what I'm saying is helping you in any way, if it's bringing value to you, then you will realize that this value is even more than money, and this value is basically what creates money. Therefore, my encouragement to you is to make sure you support this work. That's the reason why we have a Patreon. And I'm going to show you why. Okay? And I'm going to show you why I didn't even have to tell you this. Okay? But at least I am making sure telling you, and I'm going to teach you. Okay? Also, I want to let you know that soon, as a matter of fact, in this year, I'm going to put a course together for those of you who want to go further with Abdullah. So I'm going to do an Abdullah course for you. Now, as I would have said before, that Abdullah taught Neville that nothing is for free. Abdullah taught Neville how to travel to Barbados after he had that burning desire. And when Abdullah did that, and Neville put this thing to work, and he proved it, then Neville began to teach this truth to the rest of humanity, because he realized that is what Abdullah would want him to do. Now, Abdullah also taught him the law of compensation. Neville even said when he came back from Barbados, there were a number of things that he brought back for Abdullah, and Abdullah even tell him that was not even enough. But let me get to the meat of teaching you how the law of compensation works. To let you know that nothing is for free. Now, whenever I look on the internet and I see people make comment against people who are charging for their value, for their time, for presenting a message to humanity, and people complain and say that they can get it on the internet for free, I know right there that those are the people who gonna remain broke for the rest of their life. And to be honest with you, unfortunately, I always refer to people, most people who make that comment, and say to myself, he's black or she's black. I have to be honest with you, because most of the time, a lot of our people think that way. For example, in my country, the people have this mentality that things must be given to them for free. And many times, those who are using these same principles to gain them all this large amount of money, they will always speak about how they are giving charity, and they're always giving this kind of charity to Africa. That's why the people have this kind of mentality. It's like you giving a man a fish. He always wants a fish. But if you teach him how to fish, then he doesn't have to depend on you for a fish, because you teach him how to fish. So I'm going to teach you how to fish. Now, every one of you who are listening to me right now, you are breathing in and you are breathing out. You are inhaling and exhaling. Right there, it's a lot of exchange. It's a lot of compensation. Now, if you are locked in an area where you cannot get any oxygen, you're gonna die. And you get your oxygen from the plants. And you return that kindness to the plant by exhaling carbon dioxide. It's the principle of exchange. It's the law of compensation. And when you do that, it keeps you alive and put you in the place whereby you can expand your consciousness, where you can attain things that has been given to you. And everything has been given to you. You've been given dominion over everything. But you are the operating power. And you must operate that power. How do you begin to operate that power? You have to understand the principle of giving and receiving by understanding that the golden rule of life is to do unto others as you will have them do unto you. So these people who just make those kind of comment and think that they're going to get it for free, they are the ones who fail to realize that the internet is not for free. They are the ones who fail to realize that the computer, if they're using a computer, they didn't get it for free. They are the ones who fail to realize if they're using a cell phone, that they didn't get the cell phone for free. They are the ones who fail to realize their very existence itself is based on the principle of giving and receiving. Those are the people who do not even understand existence itself. They doesn't even understand their loss. So my brother and my sisters, when you understand how Abdullah taught Neville that nothing is for free, it is where he taught Neville that he can create his reality consciously by going inwardly and teaching him how to live in the end. Could you live in the end if you're not alive? Could you manifest anything if you're not alive? So those people who made those comments, they are living dead. That's the reason why you look around and you see people who are on another level and in the realm of Hollywood, they make a lot of zombie movies. And people look at these zombie movies as entertainment. But we are living in a world where there are many zombies walking around. Many of them lost on a cell phone, controlled by the machine. And they're the ones who make comments like this, saying things are for free. Why they charging so much? Why they doing this for course? Why they doing that? And you could get it for free. They're fooling themselves. Nothing is for free. All of existence is based on the principle of giving and receiving. And my brother and my sisters, you're told in the Bible to give He said, give, and it will come back to you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosom. Now, I heard a self-help writer by the name of Robert Kiyosaki. One time I heard him say that the people in this world who are greedy are the people who live in poverty, because they always want something but they don't want to give anything. And he was saying, look, I wrote books, I do this, I do that. He's showing how he's contributing, how he's bringing value to humanity. Sometimes when you teach this message, some people want to win the lottery, and nothing is wrong with winning the lottery. But most of the time, they do not have a plan of what they want to do with the money, and how they're going to reach out to humanity and bless humanity with the money. But there's nothing wrong in having the desire to win the lottery, especially if you have a plan of how it's going to give you even more option to bring more value to humanity. But there are those who are so greedy that all they're thinking about is money. And Neville spoke about a woman who all she was thinking about is just money. And she ended up in a real abusive relationship. Neville even said, I don't even want to discuss it from the podium. So all of these value that Abdullah was bringing to Neville, and what now we are bringing to humanity, it is beyond money. There's no price that you can pay for it. And sometimes a person might complain for investing $1,000 in a principle that's going to teach them how to benefit for the rest of their life. And then they'll turn around and pay that kind of money, let's say for a Jordan shoe, or a certain cell phone, or sometimes to go to a certain concert. When you don't put clothes together, drinks, all of these things that might cause them. Like for example, in my country, if an artist, like say a Jamaican artist is coming to our island, people gonna find money to see, actually just to see the artist, because they're hearing the songs on the radio. But they gotta buy new shoes, new dress for the women, new pants for the men, and many other things. Yet when you're bringing something that's so valuable that you can benefit for the rest of their life, they want to put a value on it. But I'm so grateful that this message, you can put no value as in using money to value it, because this is limitless. And this power is what creates money, is what creates everything. That's the reason why you're told in St. John 1 and 3 that without him, there's not anything made that was made. And that all things were made by him. And as I always point out to you, that him is not a man 2,000 years ago. That him is a personification of your own human imagination, which is the creator in man. Therefore, my brothers and my sisters, I bring value to you. And I'm encouraging you to embrace the value and to understand the power of giving. Now, I want to come to a close, but I want to say this. It's a shame that when I look at people who look just like me, in complexion, I'm not using complexion as my identity, let me say that, okay? Because the real identity is a divinity. But when I see people like that, and it's natural for anyone to feel a certain way when they see certain things with people who actually look like them in complexion, it's something natural. Okay? Even though you have the right concept that there's no race but the human race, and you believe in the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of man and so on. Okay? So let me make that clear. But those are the people who most of the time they do not understand the right principle of giving. That's the reason why they always want to be on the receiving side only. And that is why many who are using these same principles that I would have said to make millions and millions and millions and millions, they go to Africa and what do they do? They will build more schools. And school is where they are actually brainwashing you and keeping you to believe in education over your own human imagination, which is the creator in man, where they are blocking you from operating in your mental faculties that you're born with, like your will and your perception, your reasoning, your intuition, your imagination. All these things you born with them, you equip with them, and school can block you from using them. Because when I was a little boy, I can remember where I used to use my imagination, and I would have spoken to a lot of people who said they would have had imaginary friend, especially the female. The females, they often talk about having this imaginary friend. So my brother and my sisters, Abdullah taught Neville that nothing is for free. That this whole life that we are living, it is based on the law of compensation. It is based on the law of correspondence. It is based on the law of mentalism. And remember, your brain is a receiver and a transmitter of frequency. Therefore, I'm encouraging you to understand that everything in this world is based on the principle of giving and receiving. So you must have the right concept of money if you want to earn money. You must have the right concept of life if you want to expand. If you want to be rich, you have to have the right concept, or the money will destroy you. That's the reason why you're told the love of money is the root of all evil. It means when you love money so much that you want to hold to it, and you do not understand that you can circulate it, and it is controlling you because you never love yourself first, you never discover yourself first. You're going to be the root of all evil for you. But when you understand how we can give you all the option to do good to humanity, you gotta love it. You gotta embrace it because you don't have the right concept of it. Because you also understand cosmic money. You understand that money is energy. And when you understand how to earn money inwardly first, before you can manifest it outwardly, then you will also love and embrace humanity. And you understand the power of giving and receiving. And you will understand Malachi 3:10, where he says, try me now. See if I won't open the windows of heaven. And I am saying to you, try me now. See if I won't open the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing that you won't have room enough to store it. Because I'm saying to you, the window of heaven been opened to me and it has poured me out a blessing. And the reason why is because I seek wisdom for all my life as a little boy growing up. I never seek riches. I seek wisdom. I got my example from the story of Solomon. Because I am Solomon. You are Solomon. The son in a man. A son of David. David represents humanity. I don't want to go there. Maybe I'm another video for another time. Okay? But that is 1 Kings chapter 3. And then he came into a golden age. I want to bring you into a golden age. So I'm encouraging you to do the right thing so you can get the right results. So with that being said, I believe I've given you a big mouthful. And I want to thank you very much for listening to me. I want to encourage you that if this message resonated with you, it is for you. And it's only when the student is ready that the teacher would appear. Now let me say this. If you haven't subscribed already, to subscribe, like, share, or comment. And also remember that this message I give to you is the single eye message of self-realization, of which Matthew 6:22 says, if your eye be single, your whole body would be full of light. That's the reason why I always give you the symbol of the single eye. And letting you know, hadn't it been that I would have awakened within myself, and that I has awakened in me, and have come to understand that this life is a dream, and I have been awakened out of the dream of life, and understand when it says that you shall change from mortal to immortality in a twinkling of an eye, that twinkling of an eye is an opening of an eye. And in Psalm 78:65 he says, and the Lord awake as out of a great sleep, out of a great dream, as one given to wine. From a drunken state, from a state of amnesia, you awake. Hadn't it been for that, I wouldn't have been here. I was giving you the symbol of the single eye. And that symbol is on the US dollar also. And I always say to you that when you have the experience, you come to realize that it is the rising of the S-U-N in a S-O-N. And that it is the dawning of a new day in your life. And that the Bible states in Psalms 84:11 that the Lord thy God is a sun and a shield, and no good thing will he withhold from you. No good thing will the sun withhold from humanity, and no good thing will your own human imagination withhold from you when you think positively or you think rightly. Also in Malachi 4:2 it says that the Son of Righteousness shall arise in you with healing in his wings. He's going to heal you every way. Emotionally, financially, every way you're going to be healed. Socially, everything you're going to heal. That's the reason why, my brother and my sisters, I always say to you that the sun parallels the human imagination. The human imagination parallels the sun. For without the sun, there is no life and there is no light. And we know that God is light also. And without the human imagination, there isn't anything made that was made. Therefore, my encouragement to you is to use your mind power, which is your sun power, your solar power, your God power, your creative power, to achieve your every desire. But remember, as Abdullah taught Neville, that nothing is for free. So with that being said, I want to say peace, love you all, I'm out.